All right, so this is something you've done before, but we're going to go over it like you maybe haven't. So this is 1.6, and it is absolute value. Absolute value. We're going to do absolute value equations. Okay, so we're going to remind you what absolute value means. Absolute value is basically, in the most simplest form, is the distance from 0. Okay? That's the most simple. It gets a little more complicated when you start having equations, because it's kind of the distance from the middle. But basically, absolute value is the distance from 0. So back in the day when we had number lines, which I guess we're going to have number lines coming up soon anyways. So you look at this, here's 0. So if you have this little person, yay, and that little person wants to go and walk 5 miles this way, that person walked 5 miles. Okay, what would happen if the person walked 5 miles this way? How many miles did they walk?
5.
Still 5 miles, right? Even though on the number line it's a -5. What did I do? Well, it does look like smiles, doesn't it? I should have picked a different number other than 5. Well, we might as well go with it. Okay, so Smiles walks 5 miles to the right, 5 miles to the left. It's still 5 miles. So it doesn't matter if it's negative on the number line or positive on the number line. This is the real world. I wish the real world didn't work this way. Okay? Because it would be nice. Imagine eating food backwards instead of gaining calories, you lose calories. So what a great world would that be? If you ran backwards, it would make you get fatter. And if you ate backwards, it would make you thinner, right? Okay, unfortunately, that's not the way the real world works. If you eat, you gain calories, and then you have to run. It doesn't matter if you run backwards or forwards. The running is a way to burn the calories, right? Okay, so that being said, we're going to solve equations like this. Well, let's start with the absolute value symbol before I jump ahead. Okay, let me do it correctly. Okay, what's that going to equal? Nope, 5. Remember, absolute value is the distance from 0. Okay, so just like what we did up here. How about here? 42, what's that going to be? Still positive 42. Okay, remember, it's the distance from 0. It's always going to be a positive value. All right, last one. -3/4. What's it going to be? Okay, always going to be a positive value. So it's even a fraction is not that hard. 3/4. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to actually have algebra this time. Okay, shh. Too much noise. You're causing delay. So we're going to have algebra this time. And so what we're going to have to figure out is what can x be to get 8? Okay? So you're right. 8 is one of the answers. That's the right answer. What's the left answer? Right? Just like here, I can go 5 this way, get to 5. 5 this way, get to -5. And so when you have absolute value, there's 2 directions to go. You can go right or you can go left. Okay? The absolute value of -8 is 8. The absolute value of 8 is 8. So just go ahead and put down on your notes that we're going to get for all of these problems, almost all of these problems I should say, is 2 answers. And I like to look at it, I'm going to get a left answer and a right answer. Because it's all about the number line, right? A right answer. Spelled correctly. All right. So left answer and a right answer, just like we did up here. We have a left answer and right answer. They're both, okay? So let's look at another problem. And this is kind of a trick, so don't be tricked. What do we think our answer is here? Okay, now you might see why I'm linking it to the special answers, right? We can get a no solution, we can't get a negative answer. Okay, this is boring. We need to get to something harder. So bored. We're not going to get that much harder today. Let's look at this right here. X plus 7 equals 5. I need a left answer and a right answer. And this is how I'm going to do it. The easiest way to get two answers is to have two problems. Okay, and so I'm going to come up with a left problem. And I'm going to come up with a right problem. Okay, notice what I did on the left problem. I changed that to a negative, didn't I? Because if you walk to the left on a number line, it's negative. If you walk to the right of a number line, it's positive. This is the trick. This one trick is the only real new thing I'm teaching. Okay, is the math easy to solve from here? Maybe. Don't you just do this? That's my left answer. This is going to be my right answer. So if we had a number line here, we basically would have like negative 12, and we'd have negative 2, and your starting point would be the guy right here. Okay? So he walked the same distance both ways. He walked from here to here, from here to here. That's how it works. We're not going to have to do the graphing part. We're only going to have to do this part. Let's go directly to your worksheet and see if we can get things figured out on your worksheet. I'm betting that it's not much harder than the worksheet. Okay, I'm looking at 19 here. And I'm going to focus. Sorry. I bet you guys can do 18, 19, 20. Let's start on 21. Let's try to get 21 done. Okay, of course, we're still using a separate sheet of paper. Okay, shh. Get it done. I don't want to give extra work. I want to make sure that you are working like you're supposed to, so we're getting all the work done in class. I'm recording. All the stuff is right there. So you don't need to ask me in that first drawer. All right. So I don't think we're getting this done, which means I need more practice. Get it done. Get it done. I want the left answer. I want the right answer. The left answer is going to be what? We're going to negative 14. The right answer is going to be 14. So then put your problem there. Solve it, and you'll get your left answer and your right answer. Okay, is this easier than what we've been working on? Significantly? Is it going to get as hard as what we've been working on? No. Does that look like my left answer or my right answer? Okay. Is my left answer always going to be smaller than my right answer? We'll see. In theory, it will be. Some of the problems might be written crazy. Let's try something with multiplication. So I'm going to skip down. I'm going to skip all the way down to 22. How would we do 22? What do we do first? Do we need a left answer and right answer? What do we think? Is that set up correctly? Is that it? Yeah. All right, I'm turning off the recording.